if you're thinking about being like a mindset coach or a life coach of any kind, this one's for you. Or if you're just getting started and you have some questions. Tonight completed night 2 of the coaching call with Rob Dial. I got immense value out of these calls. Questions that have been living in my head, going unanswered, were answered in this call, and it gives me so much more clarity as to the steps that I need to take next. And it made me realize how much more simple it is than I had been thinking. So I was completely clueless what I would need to charge as a coach, and he covered that. And what was even more helpful is not only how to set your price, but that you should charge for a minimum of 6 months, and you can charge either by the month for those 6 months, or you can have them pay in full for those 6 months. But at minimum, you are helping somebody on a consistent basis every month for 6 months, every week, at the same time. You don't charge by call, you charge by month. That is the best way that you can possibly help someone. And he went into detail on why, but I'm not going to do that here. Okay, next is the strategy. He broke down how to start gaining trust with your intended audience and how to get them from basically random people to closing clients. So the strategy is you build your audience on social media. From there, you get engagement, which leads to a sales call, and then your client. Super simple process, which I was kind of doing, but just didn't know how to do those last steps. And it's just so simple. Once people start engaging on your intentional posts, then that's when you message them. That's what it comes down to. And then you, of course, need to have a closing script. So that is something I'm missing, but it's helpful to know that I need that. Next, you don't need a website. That is wonderful news because while I do have a website, I haven't done shit with it. And I've been feeling guilty about it because I just have not set aside time to do anything with it. Well, you don't need one. Your social media is essentially your business card, and nobody's going to go to your fucking website. Next one, make sure your bio says who you are and what you do to help people. I did not have that on any of my bios really. Like they were all a mess. So I did actually a few days ago update all of my bios to say who I am and what I do to help people. So if you're a coach and you do not have that in your bio, make sure to put it in immediately. Next thing, you don't need a pre-planned program. That was incredible news to me. I thought I had to have everything planned out, ready to go. No, you work with your client as you go. Just like life, you figure it out as you go. Once you get your clients, you talk to them, figure out what it is they're going through right now and what they need, and then you come up with a program together as you go. Next, things that I am doing right. This was just really reassuring to hear. If you're not doing these things, make sure to do them. Put captions on every single one of your videos because most people, when they're scrolling, they tend to be sitting on the shitter with their phones on silent and just reading. So you're missing a lot of opportunity there if you do not have captions on your posts. Also, make sure your videos include your beautiful face because that's how you're building trust with your audience. And that's something to know that I'm doing right is making these in-person videos. So shout out to me. Got to brag about myself a little bit sometimes. And then the really cool thing to know was that it is totally fine to use the same videos on all your platforms. You don't have to have a certain type of video for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Like, they don't all have to be a different style. They can be all the same motherfucking video. And that is such a relief to hear because I did see something the other day that said you need to have different stuff for each one. And I'm like, who's got time for that? I ain't got no time for that. I'm lucky to just get a video a day posted. Like, come on. But that leads me to the next thing is 1 to 3 videos per day is totally fine. That's a fucking relief, which means I am not going to be making my what am I wearing videos because I'm like, why am I even doing this? I was just doing it to have a post to post so I could get that number up on how much I post per day. So I am dropping that one, y'all. Sorry to disappoint you. Maybe I will start making a what are you wearing video if I start doing TikTok shop stuff. But in the meantime, I'm dropping it. 1 to 3 videos per day is totally wonderful. You want to have a script that is in the format of having a hook, content, and then resolve. I've never really used a script. I'll write notes and follow them like I am here, but I've never had an exact script. That is definitely something I can improve. I have been slowly getting better at the whole hook thing, but I've just been like, I'm happy enough if I can at least get a fucking video out every day. So building on that, but yeah, script with uh, better format of your videos is also important. You also should have an intro video. That's something I got to do. Introduce who you are and what you do. Have it pinned to the top of your profile. Definitely got to put that on my to-do list. And if you haven't done it, make sure you do that too. I hope this was helpful to you. If you are a coach, let me know what kind of coach in the comments below and what piece of information was most beneficial to you. Take it from the expert, Rob Dial. This is where I learned all this stuff from. So thanks so much for being here. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. If you haven't already, be sure to follow, like, hit subscribe. If you think this might help someone, please share it with them. Appreciate y'all. Love you. Bye.